So here's Night of the Living Dead. We're going to do a little unboxing. You're going to see a scene from the movie here. This is a pretty thick box that you're going to have. And on the back, it'll give you a description of the components, what everything is going to look like, maybe what the game would look like set up, and what you're going to get. So I think they did a fairly good job on this box. Now, this game is self-contained, so if you're not used to the Zombicide series, it usually comes with a lot of stuff. There is an expansion that you can get for it like this, which I've done a separate video on. But pretty much everything you get in here is going to be self-contained. You're going to get a rule book with some characters from the movie. It's in it, full component list, and you're going to have the rules about halfway through, and then you're going to start having different scenarios that you would have in here. The rule book looks a little large, but the rules aren't that bad. If you ever played Zombicide before, it's not a bad setup here. Then you're going to get a couple of advertisements from CMON. I don't know why they wanted to put 2 of these in here. And then you're going to get a number of little chits here. Here's what the cars look like, and you can put the little people on them. So this will be the truck. You're going to have some characters. So each one's going to be double-sided for Romero side or for Zombicide. You're going to have Barbara. So all the main characters from the movie will be in here. You're going to have Ben. You can see his colorized version there. You're going to have Harry, who was kind of the bad guy of the movie, if you will, or at least a jerky guy. Although maybe the smartest guy in the movie, right? You have Helen, the mother, who will protect her little daughter at all costs. Judy, the young girl that was there, with her boyfriend or husband, Tom. And he's kind of the muscle, right? He was the muscle of it. There he goes with his Molotov cocktail. Okay. You're going to get a first player token, which will just be a picture of that face. This is just cardboard. Very nice. You're going to get any number of these like barricades that you'll have. Now, these are tokens. And some of the upgrades in their Zombicide, you had plastic. You didn't have this option in this one. And you're going to have any number of these. These right here will be spawn points that will come out. You'll see they're in different colors because you will need different colors as the game progresses. So you just put these on the board, and these will be the spawn points that you'll see. You're going to have colored discs. If you don't paint your miniatures up, you'll put these on the bottom of the miniatures. And you're going to have these little plastic tokens for each of the player colors that you'll use in the player boards. Now, as for the dice itself, you're going to get some regular 6-sided dice that will be in the game. And you're going to get 6 of these with the main game. As you know, for most CMON games, or Fantasy Flight is really bad about it. Not enough dice, but it's regular 6-sided dice you can pull out there. Now, these will be the player boards that you'll get. They do say Night of the Living Dead. These are plastic and very nice. These started coming with all the Zombicide stuff later on in the games. So this clicks through really fast. These little things right here that you'll have will come out, and they can just stick right in here as you need them, and they work perfectly. So these are great fits. You can put your items and equipment up in here. So as you get things, they just kind of sit up in here. So if you're playing, you can have it just right there, your player board. Very nice stuff right here. Very good. Very little to complain about with these player boards. They are very nice. And as you can see, even though this is a plastic insert, not like a game trays, it fits in there pretty well. Then you're going to get any number of cards. You can see the walkers that come out. There's the famous different walkers that will come. There's some fatties. And you have these new relatives that will come out. This is a new thing that's in this game. So you can have any number of these. These guys will open up barricades and doors and etc. Then you're going to see you have any number of different weapons and things that will come out. You got guns, you got an Uzi, axes and chainsaws and katanas. So, poor baby Karen, mason jars. So any of these things, this will make up your items deck. There's a torch. There's a car that you found. So these will be your deck of cards that you'll be able to utilize as you go through. And they're really small. They kind of fit in your hand, if you will. So this will pull out right here. This will be your miniatures, which we'll take a look at in just a second. And then you're going to get a number of tiles. So you can kind of see this is kind of an old school insert, if you will. So the tiles will have different locations on them. Here is a graveyard that you'll be going through. And you can see, very dark. Now this has the corn in it. This will have line of sight issues. So this right here is not just decorative. It's something that you actually play with. You can see the different stuff here that will make up the countryside, if you're familiar with the movie, but you can see the farmhouse that's in here too that will be made up. More corn. And you will set this up, and these will be the tiles. So you're going to get a few of these with this, and we'll set those aside for now. And then we'll go to the money shot, which will be the miniatures that you'll see here. They keep promoting this free content that we're going to get. You're going to open this up, and you will get a bunch of miniatures. Now, I will pull these out. I will not show you doubles. I'll tell you. You can kind of see that some of these are going to be doubles they're going to have in here. It is important to note that each survivor has a gray version, which is the Romero version. And then they will have a different color version that will be their zombie side version of it. And you're going to have 2 trays here of zombies. There's going to be one underneath this. And so we'll go through all this, and I'll show you what they look like. So that's the components for Night of the Living Dead. I have to say that they're pretty good. The miniatures look pretty good. I like having 2 of each miniature. The barricades are nice. I do like the plastic upgrades that normally come with these. You do get a little bit of a set of cards. I think the components are fine. These player aids are nice. I would have liked a nicer organization, but what you do get works fairly well. I think everything, these are really nice. I like having these, especially they have the Night of the Living Dead posted on them. CMON on the back. Very nice. I feel like the components overall are very good. People are going to be very happy with them. The miniatures are great. The cards are fine. These are double-sided, so you get a little bit extra if you want the black and white side or the color side. It's a nice upgrade. The dice are okay. I mean, these are just normal dice, 6-sided dice, which is kind of great because you can pull anything you want out of a drawer, and there you have it, but they're nothing special. Overall, I feel like this is a pretty nice package. 2 thumbs up on the components.